First step one to draw Bode plot. Step one is convert the given transfer function into time constant form. Because already I told you that in time constant form only k will be correct. Therefore, the first step is we have to write in the time constant form. For example, g of s equal to 1 by s plus 5 is given. How to write this in time constant form? We have to take that 5 outside. So what you will get 1 by 5 s plus 1. 1 by 5 s plus 1. 1 by 5 s plus 1. Therefore, the transfer function becomes 1 by 5 divided by 1 by 5 s plus 1. This is time constant form. Therefore, earlier in this form, what is the gain? 1. It is not correct. The actual gain is 1 by 5, 0.2. Therefore, we have to write, the first step is we have to write in time constant form. Step 2. Step 2 is convert into frequency transfer function. Convert the given transfer function into frequency transfer function. That is s equal to j omega. You have to substitute s equal to j omega. Then the next step is step 3. Find the time constant form in factorized form. Definitely they will give in factorized form. They won't give 10 s power 5, s power 6. They won't give because you cannot factorize. That's why they will give automatically factorized form. If it is not factorized, you have to factorize. But it's very difficult to find the roots. That's why they won't give like that. If it is given, you have to find. But in factorized form, then the third step is find the corner frequencies. After finding corner frequencies, we have to draw a table. We have to form a table. The first column is given factor. Second one is corner frequency. Third one is slope contributed by the factor. This factor, I will explain what is that. Slope, then slope contributed by the given factor. This factor. In this case, the factor is 1 by 5 s plus 1. That is the given factor. Then net slope means as the corner frequency increases, what happens? The previous slope is added to the next slope. That's what we have seen. That the diagram is not there. So initially it is minus 40 dB. After that it becomes 0 because we are adding minus 40 and plus 40. Then again it becomes minus 20. Again it becomes 0 slope. So that is called net slope. Then frequency range are coordinates. The coordinates. That's all. The first factor is k by s. No corner frequency for 1 by s. Therefore, we have to put a dash. The slope contributed by the factor is minus 20 dB per decade. Am I correct or not? Or you can put the unit here, dB per decade, and you can put simply minus 20. Net slope minus 20 dB. Before that, no factors. That's why now we have to find the coordinates. Second one is, suppose I'm having a denominator factor 1 by 0.2 s plus 1, 0.2 s plus 1. Then what we have to do? Corner frequency is 0.5. Am I correct or not? Corner frequency is 1 by 0.2, that is 5. Slope contribution is minus 20 dB. Net slope is minus 40. Then third factor, suppose it is in the numerator, 0.02 s plus 1 in the numerator. What is the corner frequency? 1 by 0.02. How much? 50. Therefore, the corner frequency is 50. The slope contributed is minus 40. It becomes minus 60. Huh? Oh, plus 20. Very good. Plus 20. That's why plus minus 20 again. Again minus 20. Suppose I'm having a next factor is around 100. 100 means 1 by 100 equal to 0.01 s plus 1 in the denominator. So the corner frequency is 100. Slope is minus 20. Slope contributed by this is minus 20. What is the net slope? Minus 40. That's all. Now we have to find the coordinates. That's all. If you find the coordinates, you can immediately draw the root locus. What is the smallest corner frequency? 5. Smallest corner frequency is 5. That's why we can take a scale. From 0.1. I told you that no corner frequency is less than 0.1 means take from 0.1. Scale, x-axis scale must be taken from omega equal to 0.1. This is 1. This is 10. This is 100. This is 1000. Log omega scale. Now we have to find the coordinate at omega equal to 0.1 for the first case. Because we started where? 0.1. What is that factor? K by S. What is G of S equal to K by S? Am I correct or not? Let us assume that K equal to 20. Let us assume that 20 by S. Because everything we took number, that's why let us take 20 by S. Therefore, 20 by S. What is G of J omega? G of J omega equal to 20 by modulus of G of J omega, 20 by omega. 20 by omega. What is 20 log? 20 log modulus of G of J omega equal to minus 20 log plus equal to 20 log 20 by omega. Omega equal to 0.1, substitute and find the value. Substitute 0.1 for omega and find the value. 20 log 20 by omega. Minus 46.0. Okay. Definitely positive because 20 by 0.1 greater than 1 plus only. Minus 46. 26, 20. Okay, 46 is correct. Minus 46. Y coordinate is 46. What is the x coordinate? What is the x coordinate? 0.1 comma 46. I got the coordinate. Now let us find the second coordinate. Coordinate at this row. Let us find coordinate for this row. First row we find the coordinate. 0.1 comma 46. Next coordinate, we know the equation for What is the equation for straight line? Y2 minus y1 equal to slope multiplied by x2 minus x1. This is equation for straight line. These are all straight lines. That's why we can write the equation like this. Therefore, y2 minus y1 equal to slope multiplied by, this is in logarithmic scale. That's why log x2 minus log, not x2, log omega 2, log omega 1. Therefore, you will get y2 equal to slope multiplied by log omega 2 by omega 1, because log omega 2 minus log omega 1 equal to log omega 2 by omega 1 plus y1 plus y1. Am I correct or not? This is the equation. By using this equation, we can find the coordinates. Where we have to find the coordinates? At corner frequency 5, we have to find. Therefore, we know the x coordinate. We know the x coordinate. Only thing is we have to find y coordinate. What is the formula? Y2 equal to slope. What is the slope for this? Because after corner frequency 5 only, it becomes 40. After corner frequency only, it becomes 40. Before corner frequency, up to corner frequency, it is 0 slope. That's why whatever the previous factor slope only, it will contribute. That's why minus 20. Therefore, y2 equal to, we have to find y1 equal to what? 46. Am I correct or not? Y1 equal to 46. Omega 2 equal to 5. Sorry, omega at 5 we have to find. Omega 2 equal to 5. Omega 1 equal to 0.1. Am I correct or not? Y1 equal to 46, because this is omega 1, this is y1. Now we have to, this is omega 2, y2 we have to find. Y2 we have to find. Therefore, y2 we have to, in question, y1 is 46, omega 1 is 0.1, omega 2 is 5. Therefore, just to substitute this, y2 equal to slope. That is, only thing is you have to use this slope. This slope, previous slope we have to use, because up to 5 only we are finding. Therefore, minus 20, the formula is slope multiplied by log omega 2 is 5 divided by 0.1 plus 46. Find 12.0. Because log 50 is 1.6, you said. Multiplied by 10, 16. Multiplied by 2, 32. 46 minus 32, how much? 14. Rough calculation 14. So 12 will be correct. So y2 equal to 12. Therefore, the coordinate is the 5, 12. That's all. Now we have to find the next coordinate. Next coordinate we have to find. Then what is this is omega 1. This is y1. Omega 2 equal to what? Omega 2 is 50. Omega 2 is 50. This is omega 2. This is y2. That's all. Find y2. Y2 equal to, let us call this y2. The latest value is y2. You should remember like that. Y2 equal to, what is the slope? Previous slope? To calculate this, we have to use this slope. Previous slope always you have to use, because up to 50 only we are finding. Up to 50 only. After 50 only, this factor will contribute. Why I am telling like that? This factor will contribute after corner frequency only. That's why that value we should not take. Previous value we have to take. So minus 40 log, that is omega 1 is 5, omega 2 is 50. Therefore, 50 divided by 5 plus y1 is 12. Find that. Minus 28. Log 10 is 1. 50 by 5 is 10. Therefore, minus 40 plus 12. Minus 28. Minus 28 dB. Therefore, the coordinate is 50, comma minus 28. Now we have to find the coordinate for the final. Again, we have to consider this as omega 1. This is y1. Omega 2 is what? Omega 2 is 100, comma y2 we have to find. Therefore, we can write y2 equal to what is the slope? Previous slope we have to find. What is the previous slope? Minus 20 log 100 divided by 50, because omega 1 is 50, omega 2 is 100, plus y2 is minus 28. What is the value? Minus 34. Minus 34. One more coordinate we have to find, because we found up to 100 only. One more coordinate we have to find. After that, what is the slope? 40 dB per decade. Therefore, we can write after 100, what is the next decade? 1000, comma, add 40, minus 74. That's all. Minus 74. Because after that, it decreases at the rate of minus 40 dB per decade. Therefore, we can write like that. Now we have to draw the Bode plot. What are the coordinates? 0.1, 46, 5, 12, 50, 28, 100, 34, 1000, 74. That's all. We have to draw the Bode plot. What is the first coordinate? 0.1, 46 dB. Then at 5, 12, at 5, 12, maybe 5 here. It is 12. At 5, this is 5, 12. Next one is minus 28 at 50. 50 means here. Minus 28. Maybe around here. Minus 28. Minus 28 at 50. Then minus 3400. At 100, minus 34. Maybe here. Minus 34. At 1000, it is 74. So it is here. At 1000, minus 74. Minus 74. So we have to join all these lines. So this is the magnitude plot, Bode magnitude plot. That's all. So it is very simple. No need to understand anything. We have to fill this table. That's all. The first factor is if K alone is there, we have to write K alone here. K alone you have to write. If S or S square is there, we have to substitute. That's all. This first factor is K by S power N or K S power M. Suppose numerator factor alone is there. So all S factors, any pole or zero at origin must be combined with that, the first. All other factors, you have to write like that and fill the table and draw the Bode plot. Magnitude plot is over. What is the phase plot for this? What is the transfer function? The transfer function G of S equal to K, these two, 0.2 S plus 1. This is 0.01 S plus 1. This is 0.02 S plus 1. This is the given sum multiplied by S. Am I correct? So we have to write to find the phase plot G of j omega equal to K 0.02 j omega plus 1 whole divided by j omega 0.2 j omega plus 1 0.01 j omega plus 1. What is the angle of G of j omega? Angle of G of j omega equal to K is 0 always. Angle for K is 0. That's why we can leave. For remaining thing, this is in numerator. That's why tan inverse positive plus tan inverse of 0.02 omega minus tan inverse of 0.2 omega minus tan inverse of 0.01 omega minus 90 degree. For this j omega, only imaginary part, that's why minus 9. That's all. Substitute omega equal to 0.1. Here, substitute omega equal to 0.1, find the angle. Then substitute omega equal to 1. Always you have to find it for omega equal to 1. So substitute omega equal to 1 and find the angle. Substitute omega equal to 5, find the angle. Substitute omega equal to 50, find the angle. Substitute omega equal to 100, find the angle. Substitute omega equal to 1000, find the angle. And draw the phase plot. The phase plot will be like this. If you draw, it will be like this. So the final angle will be these two getting answer minus 180. The maximum angle will be minus 180 degree. The minimum angle is so you'll get substitute get some 4 or 5 values between 0.1 and 1000. 0.1, what is the angle? When omega, you form a table like this. A table like this. This is omega, angle of g of j omega. 0.1 we have to find. Then we have to find for 5. Then you have to find for 50, 100, 1000. And omega equal to 1 also you have to find. So I forgot. So omega equal to 1. Omega equal to 0.1. This is omega equal to 0.1. 0.1, 1, 5, 50, 100, 1000. You substitute, find the angles. For 1.1 you got. For 1 you got. For 5 you got. For 50 you got. And 100 also you got. 1000 also you got. So you can draw the phase plot. Minus 155 degree. Both in the same y-axis will be same. You have to mark 155 here. Don't draw separately because these two must be with the same x-axis. You have to draw with the same x-axis. Y-axis only you have to give different scale. That's all. Minus 176 is the maximum value. Now only one simple point I'll explain in the next class. But anyhow, how to find the gain margin, phase margin. Here, the phase margin is where it crosses 0 dB. Here it crosses 0 dB. Draw a horizontal vertical line and find the angle. Draw a vertical line and find the angle here. It may be minus, this angle may be minus 165, let us assume. I'm not drawing to the scale, but above 155. Because for phi itself, minus 155. That's why above 155, I know. That's why I put minus 165. Therefore, the phase margin equal to 180 minus 165. That is equal to how much? 15 plus 15 degree. Phase margin is 15 degree. If you insert a phase shift in the feedback path, a 15 degree phase shift in the feedback path, the system becomes in the verge of instability. The system becomes in the verge of instability. Like that, we can find the gain margin. For this sum, the gain margin is infinity. I will explain why later. But gain margin, how to find gain margin, phase margin, we'll see in the next class.